Now, 16 and 17-year-olds are a step closer to being allowed to vote in UK elections. The Bristol West MP, Stephen Williams, led the debate in the House of Commons.
Although the plans have now been backed by MPs, the Conservative leadership's opposed, so that means there's still a long way to go before the law could change. Laura Lyon reports.
When Britain went to the polls in May 2010, fewer than half of all 18 to 24-year-olds bothered to vote. Going on social networks is one way the government's trying to engage younger voters. But the Liberal Democrats think lowering the age of voting to 16 would be more effective and promised the change in their 2010 election manifesto.
I believe that 16 and 17-year-olds have sufficient maturity and sufficient knowledge in order to cast a vote if they want to.
The Bristol West MP led this afternoon's debate, and 119 backbenchers from all parties voted to support the plans.
The ayes to the right, 119, the noes to the left, 46.
While the Tory leadership remains opposed to the proposals, the vote means there'll be more pressure on ministers. In November, students at John Cabot Academy in Bristol hosted the government's cabinet meeting, but not all of these Year 11 students are convinced by the plans either.
I think it would be a bad thing because I don't think 16-year-olds have a good enough education to actually know what they're doing or know what they're voting for or who they're voting for.
I think it's a good idea because people of our age group are ready to go on to the next step in life now, like ready to go on to college and take more responsibility.
I don't think it's a very good idea because I think between 16 and 18, those are the years where people are having exams, and I think they're very stressful as it is.
But I think it would be risky as well because some people would muck around with it and they might not know enough. I think it could be optional, so we'd have the choice.
A precedent has already been set. North of the border, 16 and 17-year-olds will be able to vote in the Scottish referendum on independence in autumn 2014.
While lowering the vote to 16 may reflect the changing demographic of the population, who's to say whether these 1.5 million extra voters would bother going to the polling stations? Laura Lyon, BBC Points West.